Alright folks, it's Todd with Survival Sherpa. We got down to about 16 degrees last night and a little chilly. I'm out here at the shelter today, and my old Sawbuck over there near my actual shelter is just kind of rotted out. I had two posts in there that weren't good for in-ground, and they rotted out. So today I thought we'd go ahead and make another one. I did a blog on making a Sawbuck, and it's on my blog if you'd like to look at that. But I thought I'd also make a video and add that to the collection. Alright, so all we got here is just two pieces of cedar. The other cross piece that I had, I've notched this out, and over at my other spot I had a piece of beech that was a little larger in diameter than this piece of cedar. But what I plan to do here is use cedar so that we can keep it around a little bit longer. Two cedar poles here that were actually a part of my old Sawbuck, and we want to get those about where we want it. Usually just below my waist is where I like mine when I'm sawing or working. So I'm going to drive these in the ground here and make the two cross pieces, and then we'll latch them together. Alright, that's about right there. Now if you can see what's happening, once I get this post driven in, then with it anchored into the ground, it's going to lean against this cross section here of cedar, and it will make a real sturdy Sawbuck. By just making a timber hitch, just twist this up and get it twisted upon itself there. So you got a little loop here that we're going to wrap around one of our cross pieces. We're going to feed this. We're going to feed this tag end back through, or the working end back through that loop, and pull that tight. Okay, hope you can see what I'm doing. Just a simple timber hitch, okay? Now, get that pulled out tight there. Okay, so now we're going to start doing our lashing around this pieces, and all we're doing is we're going to pull this frapping real tight. It's going to squeeze all of this work together. I'm going to give it one more. Now I'm really going to yank down on it and see if we can't get this thing tightened down. There we go. Basically do a clove hitch, but not the traditional way. All we're doing is we're tying two half hitches in it, which will create a clove hitch. You know, I've heard a lot of people in the bushcraft community say that that bank line, the so-called tarred bank line at Walmart, it's not any good. And I agree. When I began buying this stuff, I bought some at Walmart one time, I don't know, several years ago, 4 years ago maybe. It was not tarred. Now they've got tarred bank line. It's a lot cheaper than having to mail off and order it. Okay. Now it may not be some of the better tarred bank line, but I can tell you this stuff will grip on itself like you won't believe. Okay. Now when you're using a short hatchet or a short axe like I'm doing here, need to make sure that this thing is, when it's coming down, you're coming down straight on your cutting block, and you're not swinging at an angle here with it straight vertical. If that thing comes off, it's a good chance that you're going to have a hospital visit. So we want to keep this thing going, just a little bit of back safety there. And you want to stand to the side so that if it were to come off of this block, you're out of the way of it. All right, we'll drive these in. That'll work. Okay, got my other two poles cut for this middle X brace, and a good way to make sure that we're level or straight here going across with these two X's is to get you a straight limb, sapling, something. This happens to be a shoot that I cut down the other day that was coming off of a tree that had been blown down, and it's been growing straight up looking for sun. So I think they call those adventitious shoots in the botanical world. Whatever they're called, if you can find one going straight up like that, nothing like having a good straight pole in your base camp. Looks good. Okay, we'll lash that up, put a cross piece on it, and she'll be straight. All right, so we got the center X brace. We got this cross piece holding it all together, so it's tied in pretty tight. What I'm going to do now is just tap these on down a little bit, maybe create a little more pressure on the on this cross log down here, and then we'll start using this sucker. Yes, that's good. All right, let's see how she holds. This is a piece of cedar I went and grabbed for these cross pieces here. I like this. Before, over there on my other site, I didn't have this cross brace here. Even though it was a little shorter, it's still, for short wood, I'd have to balance it somehow. So, love it. All right. So guys, that's it. Little demo on building a Sawbuck for your. If you've got a base camp or some area that you can actually use and not have to pack stuff in, this thing right here has been one of my most used tools here at base camp. I think I did a vlog on that. One of the 4 most used pieces or tools that I've made out here, and this is one of them. Okay, so guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and hope everybody's staying warm and dry, and until next time, you guys keep doing stuff self-reliance.